clay is just it's so basic, it's so ancient, and at the same time, it's a material that will be used to make something we haven't even conceived of yet. Literally stick your hand in the ground and pull out a piece of material that you then can shape into a creation, and then put that creation in a fire, and then it changes it, and it will never go back to what it was. My name is Michelle Erickson. I'm a ceramic artist working in the Colonial Triangle of Virginia, and I'm in my studio in Hampton, which is also the place where I grew up. It's a place that has a rich, complex, significant history that I didn't really become aware of until I started to become interested in ceramics, but predominantly English ceramics. My passion for clay as a medium sort of collided with the rich resource of colonial American archaeological ceramics. That became a career-long fascination. Fragments of pottery and porcelain from British, European, Asian, Native American, and enslaved African makers unearthed in these colonial excavations embody a remarkable convergence of cultures in clay. In 2019, I received an intriguing invitation from the Fine Arts Museums of San Francisco to explore and respond to the Bowles Porcelain Gallery with my ceramic art. There was just so many different techniques and uses of the material. Beautiful, elegant figurals and depictions of flora and fauna and all the kinds of things that sort of like artfully organize the natural world and bring it into the interior. I felt like I wanted to sort of turn that upside down a little bit, understanding those things through the processes and through the objects and through the material culture and how that connects to our present moment. The surprises of clay, that's where it all lies. I'm using the opportunity of this upcoming wood fire kiln in North Carolina to make some maquette-like models that are the kind of inspiration for the main works. Creating them out of the wild clay and then subjecting them to the wood fire. And this clay is a naturally occurring high-temperature porcelaneous clay that is not very conducive to throwing or hand modeling. In essence, my use of this porcelain clay forced me to use methodologies that were very similar to the 18th century British porcelain manufacture of the pieces represented in the Bowles collection. You just don't know what to expect. When Greta Thunberg gave her speech at the UN, I immediately started to see her as a 21st century version of a very famous Bow porcelain bust of a laughing child, speaking literally to the world leaders in the way that she did. It was such a stark difference of a young child, really, who is in fear that the world is going to perish. It was a moment in history that was so significant. It immediately spoke to me in a series of work that I do. I've been able to look to the past to see historical moments that are captured in the medium of clay. Maybe I have an ability to recognize it when it's happening. It's not just my opinion about something. It's something that really I have to feel is connected to our shared past. Objects made out of clay that are fired. It's a record of humanity. It's a record that just doesn't break down. It's a way of knowing so much about where we've come from and who we are. My now 30-year practice in the rediscovery of lost ceramic arts has inspired a depth of historical reference and a technological virtuosity that gives my ceramic art a unique voice. It's not that I'm expecting an outcome from it. I just feel compelled to do it.